Hey, Jarrett Lau here with Boston HOA Management. Really common question that I hear getting asked is, how do I choose my HOA management company? You got to look at experience. You got to be able to have an understanding of, did they get into this as a hobby? Did they fall into this? How many associations do they manage? Do they manage hundreds and hundreds of units, or do they just have a couple of associations and they're really just getting their feet wet into it? There's a lot of fantastic management companies in the greater Boston area, but you have to figure out the one that's right fit for you, right? It's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. You don't want something too small, you don't want something too big, right? What size and what are the needs of your building? So you really have to ask yourself first, what do we need? Is it just financial? Is it just maintenance? Is it really more communication, right? What's that size of the building? How much time goes into this? And you're gonna be able to properly find the company that suits and fits you well. Because at the end of the day, every single management company does have a niche, and they should have a niche. If not, and they do everything, perhaps you should be worried about them as well. We have a mid-sized building management company, and we really like to be able to specialize in that because we know that we're able to use our technology resources to be able to leverage for the building and all the unit owners. In addition of trying to find the right fit, you're going to want to also make sure, as I mentioned, experience. Do they have experience with capital improvements, with repairs, with creating budgets? These are all the type of things that are really important with the proper management of your building. So they understand how taxes work and assessments work when it comes to the financial runnings of your building. Any management company is going to be worth their salt, will have that type of experience and to be able to explain these things to you. Maintenance is one of the biggest things though, because at the end of the day, most unit owners and boards of trustees struggle with both repairs and capital improvements. Now, I'm a licensed general contractor and I have multiple GCs on my staff as well. We've been doing this in capital improvements as well as repairs for decades. And I say this because at the end of the day, it's really, really important to be able to have continuity of your property managers. And that means how long they've been with the company and what type of experience they've had with the type of situations you're having at your building. More than likely, if you're hiring or looking for a new HOA management company, you're having an issue with your current one or self-managing. Now, what are those issues? Can you not find a leak in a roof? Is it a unit owner that's causing a lot of issues? Is it communication among the board that you guys aren't able to try to figure out what needs to be done next and budgeting for these things? These are the type of things that as long as you understand your problems, you're going to go out to your management company and be able to ask, can you solve it? Now, most companies are going to say absolutely, but you should be asking, well, how would you solve it? Can you give me some experiences in which you solved similar situations, right? And they should be able to know it off the bat to be able to go over all these different situations and the variables. A good property management company isn't reactive, but rather be proactive. What they're going to do is they're going to be able to guide you through the process of creating things in the future, whether it's budgets, a game plan for maintenance, right? A game plan for communication of unit owners, and to be able to make sure that, again, they're looking out for your best interests in the long term and not just being there and putting out fires when necessary. I think another important aspect of it is the personality that fits within it. You have to find the right property management company, the right property manager, interview them, meet them, know your team, have an understanding of how stressed out they are, how many units that they manage. We limit the amount of units each team manages. Our team also consists of a property manager, a maintenance manager, a field manager, and a finance manager for each association. And again, we limit the amount of units that they get so they get the proper amount of time to be able to allocate to your building. So if you or anyone else you know is looking for a proactive property manager to help guide you through and manage your condo association, please think of Boston HOA Management. You get more than a property manager, you get peace of mind.